So first of all then, what we want to do is just warm the body up, just thinking about what we're doing, getting a few stretches in, and then so we're going to start standing, and then we're going to come down onto the floor and do a few exercises. So if you'd like to stand with me, sorry my camera's not great, so I'm going to have to keep moving around slightly, so hopefully you can see me, you can hear me all right. So just starting off with then, so thinking about centering, so really focusing on those tummy muscles, okay? So want to be making sure we're pulling the tummy muscles in, okay? So everything is nice and tight, so protects everything. So keeping our tummy tucked in all the time. We're just going to start with some shoulder rolls backwards, okay? So just warming up. And rolling forwards. So with Pilates then, afterwards you should feel that bit taller, just feel a bit more stretched. Good. And then we're just going to bring the arm round past the ear, so try not to turn the body or the head, just trying to bring the arm round past the ear. Don't worry if you can't. Good, and we're still keeping that tummy tucked in. And then we're going backwards. And then changing over, so the other arm. Same again, just coming round, try not to twist the body, try to stay nice and square, so hips facing forwards. And then bring the arm backwards. Good. So next then we're just going to do extensions. We're just going to really stretch up. So just going to bring the hands together. We're going to take a nice deep breath in and reach up towards the ceiling. And then we're going to exhale. Bring the arms back down. And same again. Breathe in, reach up, keeping that tummy tucked in. Even as you breathe out. Good. Breathe in. We're going to reach up this time, and then we're going to stretch out through the fingertips. Arms out to the sides. And again, breathe in, reach up. Exhale. Stretch out. Good. So next time we're going to do a side reach. So like it says, we're just going to be reaching over to the side. So we're going to take a nice deep breath in as we bring our hand up. And then as we exhale, we're going to reach over. And then breathing in and exhale, coming down. Good, with the other side. So as we're reaching over, we're keeping our arm in line with our head. In line with our spine, and we're reaching over. So try not to bring the arm next to the head. We want to be stretching through over. So down, other side. Good, and down. So next then we're going to do some waist twists. So working on that rotational movement of the spine. So stretching everything through the spine. So what we want to do is we want to make sure that our hips are square. So really trying, it's really hard to do, is making sure as we twist that the hips don't twist as well. So we're trying to make sure that they're facing forwards and our arm's going to be pulled back. So keeping with this one is you're going to take a breath in as you turn, and then you're going to exhale, return back to the center. What you want to make sure is as you turn, you keep the arms pulled back, okay, and those hips pushing the opposite way, okay. So like you're a disc clock being ringed out, so you're going to be twisting and then return back to the center. Try not to move the arms as well. You're trying to pull the arms back, pulling those shoulder blades back. So you twist from side to side. Breathe in and out. Trying to keep those hips nice and square. Tummy tucked in. One more. Bring the arms down. Good, so next then we're just going to do a roll down. We're going to roll all the way down to the floor, and then we're going to roll all the way back up, restacking the spine, each vertebra one at a time. So same as we're going down. So we're taking a nice deep breath in, and we're going to exhale. We're going to bring our chin down towards our chest, scooping our tummy in, rolling all the way down to the floor as far as you can go, tucking the head in. We're going to take a breath in at the bottom, and then we're going to restack the spine all the way back up to where we started, and nice and tall. Good. Well done. Awesome work. So, sort of warmed up the body, and then we're going to make our way down onto our mat now. So if you've got a mat to sit on, I suggest to sit on that, or if not, if you've got something that you can sort of lay on, would be great. You can see me over there slightly. There we go. Great. You're still with me. So, too much talking makes me thirsty. Right, so we're going to start with doing just a half roll back, okay? So, just going to be seated, feet flat on the floor. I'm just going to bring our arms out in front of us, okay? So, I'm just going to do a half roll back to start with, just to get us warmed up, and then we're going to add in another exercise to it. So from here, you're going to take a nice deep breath in, and then as you exhale, you're going to come back onto the lower back. You're going to breathe in here as we hold, and then you're going to exhale as you curl back up. Breathe in here, exhale, tuck the tummy in, breathe in, we're going to hold, exhale, curl up, so you're nice and tall again. Breathe in, back, hold here, keeping that tummy tucked in, exhale, keeping that curve as you come up, and then nice and tall. Breathe in, exhale, curl, hold, exhale, up. Breathe in, and back, good, and up, good. So we're going to come all the way back this time. I'm going to bring the arms over the top of the head. So it's going to be breathe in. Now we're going to curl all the way back. Bring the arms over the top of the head. And then we're going to lift the hips up. Bring the hips down. As you bring the hips down, bring the arms over the top of the head. And you're going to pull yourself up. Okay, if that's too tough, pulling yourself up from there, put them onto the backs of the legs. And that should help pull you up. Okay, so a couple more of those. So we're going to come down, scoop that tummy in. So you're trying to massage the back onto the mat, one vertebra at a time. Bring the arms over the top of the head, lift the hips up, and then return back down as you bring the arms up, pull, and up. Good, same again. Take a breath in, exhale, come back. Arms go over the top of the head, hips come up, arms come down, good, and pull up, good, and again, let's do another one. Arms over the top of the head, pull those hips up, down, and up. Good. So next then, we're going to bring our legs out so they're straight, and we're just going to take them apart slightly. Okay, so we're going to do an exercise called the saw. We're just working on rotational movement of the spine, but also working on the hamstrings, lower back. So what we're going to do is we're going to reach down towards our opposite, with our arm, opposite hand to opposite leg. So we're trying to saw off our little toe. Okay, that's what we're reaching down towards. Don't worry if you can't touch the toe. If it's a bit too tough and you find that's really put on your hamstrings, just bend the knees ever so slightly so you can reach down towards them. Okay, so we're just going to be doing a stretch here. So position I want you to be in, so I want you to twist, I want you to bring that hand back, and we're going to be reaching down towards that little toe, but you're going to be looking behind, okay? So you're just going to come down, so you breathe in, exhale, down towards that little toe. So keeping your feet pointing up towards the ceiling, or toes pointing up towards the ceiling. Okay, so breathe in. So if that's too tough on the hamstring, just bend those knees and come back. Good. And relax. Good, so we're just going to do a couple of pulses there, so try to stretch further each time. So it's just going to be breathe in and breathe out, out and up. And up. Good. So let's swap over to the other side. So exactly the same on the other side. So down towards that toe and hands coming back. Okay, so breathe in. Breathe out. Good. 2 more. Good. So let's add in that pulse now. So from there, we're going to breathe in and we're going to pulse, pulse and up. Breathe out, out and up. So sawing off that little toe and up. 2 more. Good. So let's add in the whole movement. We're going to go all the way around and all the way back. So we're going to bring our hands out to the side. We're going to take a breath in as we turn, keeping nice and tall, arms pulled back. And then we're going to exhale as we come down. We're going to breathe in as we come all the way around, and then down to the other side. Breathe in and breathe out. So trying to keep that bottom onto the mat still. Last one. Good. Next then, done the saw, we're going to move on to leg drops, okay? So where you were, just bring the legs together. And I just want you to, under control, take a nice deep breath in. Then exhale, I want you to roll all the way back. Under control onto your mat. Good. Place the hands down by your side. Bring the knees up. Good. Straighten the legs up. We're going to take a breath in as we come down with the legs. And then exhale, come back up, okay? Breathe in and breathe out. So just come down as far as comfortable for you, and it's not pulling on your lower back, so you want to be pushing that lower back as much as you can into the ground. And we're pulling our tummy in, so we're making sure as the legs come down, we're not pushing out through the tummy, we're keeping it tucked in. If it's too tough on the legs, just bend the knees ever so slightly. It feels more comfortable. You struggle with your hamstrings. Let's do 2 more. Good. Just bring the knees in there. Just relax in there. Good. Well done. So we're going to bend our legs now into a tabletop position, just like so, knees together, head on the floor, hands down by our side. And we're just going to do a curl up here. So we're just going to take a breath in. We're going to exhale, come up, bring the arms off the floor, and breathe in as we curl all the way back down. So when we're curling up, we want to make sure we're looking down towards our belly button. We're not looking up towards the ceiling, so we're not straining the neck. Keeping that tummy tucked in. So as you come up and you're breathing out, you're not pushing the tummy out, you're keeping it tucked in. Do 2 more. 1. And 2. Good. Just like you to place your hands just by your head now. So we're just going to go up into the curl up position. We're just going to do 10 pulses. So you're going to come up and then holding it here, we're just going to pulse for 10. So just going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. And slowly coming down. Hands down by the side. And then 1 foot at a time. Just coming down and relaxing there. Good. So you should really feel that through the tummy there. Good. So bring the legs out straight now in front of you. We're just going to try and roll all the way up. Okay? So from here, we're going to bring our hands over the top of the head and we're going to bring ourselves all the way up. If that's too tough, then just bend the knees. And as you come up, assist with putting the legs, your hands on the backs of your legs. So from here, breathe in, and then just pull all the way up and forwards. Good. So we're just going to do a spine stretch forward here. So working on stretching that back. So feet want to be flexed, legs just a little bit wider than shoulder width apart. Hands out in front of us. We're nice and tall through the back. Keeping that tummy tucked in. You're going to take a breath in. And then as you exhale, scoop the tummy in, tuck the head in and reach forwards. Breathe in, restack the spine all the way back up. And then exhale, reach forwards. Breathe in and breathe out. And breathe out. Good. Reaching forwards and reaching over the other side of the room. Let's do 2 more. 1, 2, and relax. Good. So next then we're going to do some stretching with the legs. So just hold one of your legs, bend it here. And all we want to do is we just want you to hook it underneath with one of your arms, okay? Okay, so we're just going to stretch these hamstrings muscles next, okay? So just rest your other hand on the wrist, okay? So you're holding it there. Just want you to take a breath in, and as you exhale, extend the leg up, feeling that stretch in the hamstring. Keep that tummy tucked in still. Stay nice and tall through the back, so I'm not slouching. Keep nice and tall, tummy tucked in, spine nice and straight. Good. Good, so I just want you to hold it up here now. And with your opposite hand, just pull here, trying to keep that leg straight. Okay, feeling that stretch through the hamstring. Bring the other arm behind you and just twist round. Good, and return back. Okay, keeping that leg here, we're going to walk our hands down onto the floor. So walk our hands down our legs until we come down onto the floor, okay? So we take a breath in, and as we exhale, walk the hands down the leg, slowly massaging the spine into the mat. Good. Breathe in, and then same again, you're going to be walking the hand up the leg as you come back up. Good. And down. That leg there. Good. Let's do 2 more of these. Last one. Good. Well done. Let's swap over legs. So exactly the same. So hook that arm underneath. And then hand on there. I'm just going to be breathing in, keep it nice and tall. Breathe out. So you should be able to try and straighten the leg as much as you can. Don't worry if you can't. Everybody's at different levels, have different flexibilities. See, some of it is down to biomechanics. Good. Good. So same again with the opposite hand. Just pull that leg, trying to keep it as straight as you can. You feel that stretch, and then just twist round. And return back. Good, so holding that leg, we're going to be coming down. So we're going to walk our hands down the leg. Exhale, come down. So massaging the back into the mat. Come down. And walking our hands all the way back up the leg. Good. And down. And up. Good. If it's too hard having that leg straight, you can bend the leg. That helps you. Just really trying to control all the way down, so you're not just flopping back. You are controlling all the way back. Nice and slow. One of the things I mentioned about at the start was under control, precision. Good. Bring that leg down. Good. So next exercise we're going to do is called rolling like a ball. So we're trying not to use momentum with this one, and it's a really good exercise for massaging that back, the spine. So you're trying to get in that curled position for this one. So we're going to be tucking ourselves in, okay? And if you can, you're going to bring your toes or your feet off the mat. Don't worry if you can't, and if you have to have them into the mat, that's fine. So what we're going to do, be nice and tall. We're going to take a breath in, we're going to tuck ourselves in, then we're going to roll back onto our back, and then come back up again, okay, under control. So what I want you to try and do is curl. So you're curling your spine, and you're trying to tuck everything in, and you're massaging the spine one vertebra at a time, to try and do it slow, onto the mat, and then as you come back up again, okay? So when you come backwards, I want you just to come onto your backs to the shoulders. I don't want you to go onto your neck. Okay, so it's just going to be from here, and then, and up. Okay. So we're trying not to use momentum, so we're not pushing ourselves up, just under control. Good. We will stop there once you've done that. Quick drink. Hope you're finding it okay at the moment. We'll do a couple more exercises, and then we'll stop. So next thing what we're going to do is we're going to come onto our side. So important that we work the hips. So core is working those hips as well. So if you lie on your side, whichever's comfortable for you, you can either lie with your head supported on your arm or on your hand, okay? The key thing with being side-lying in Pilates, as always with all exercises, is making sure the spine is in alignment. So we want to make sure that the hips are stacked on top of each other. So the hips aren't forward, they're not too far back, okay? So hips on top of one another. And just bend that bottom leg. Okay, so all we're going to do is just going to do some leg raises up and down and a few circles. Just place your hand in front of you here just to support you. And we're just going to be taking a breath in to bring the leg up, and then exhale as we come down. Breathe in as we come up, exhale as we come down. So just coming up as far as you can, but making sure as you bring that leg up that you're not going off balance, staying in line. Good. And we're still making sure we're keeping that tummy tucked in. Good. So next then we're just going to do a few circles forward. So I just want you to circle the leg round, so keeping the toe pointed, so keeping nice and still, not rocking back and forth as we do the circles round. Good, and then just circle backwards, so under control. Good, so it's not doing it really fast, the legs, so just under control. Good. Keeping the tummy tucked in, thinking about what we're doing. Feeling it through the hips and the glutes. Feel it through the legs. Good, and bring the leg down. Good, so next then we're just going to kick the leg through. So we're going to flex the foot. We're going to take a breath in, bring the leg through. Exhale, we'll point the toe, we come back. Breathe in, kick the leg through, and back. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Good, let's do two more. Last one. Good, rest the leg there. So feeling that working in that hip. So we're going to change over sides. Good, so same again. Get that position correct. Bend that bottom leg. Okay, hips stacked on top, tummy tucked in, hands supporting us here. And we're going to take a breath in, bring the leg up. Exhale, come down. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Good, so let's go back to our circles. So just going to be circling round. 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then we go backwards. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good, bring the leg down. So let's do our kicks then next. So kick the foot out, we're going to take a breath in, come through, exhale, point as we come back. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. One more. Good, well done, bring the leg down. So we're going to go onto our fronts now. Good. I just want you to rest your head onto your, so stack the arms on top of each other and just rest your forehead onto the backs of your hand. Feet pressed into the floor. I just want you to take a breath in and then exhale, come up. Bring the arms off the floor, head off the floor, trying to bring the chest off the floor as much as you can. So working on the back here. One more. Good. Well done. So next I'm going to come up into 4-point kneeling position. I'm just going to do a cat stretch, cat camel, cat cow, a few different words for it. So we want to make sure that our knees are below our hips and our hands are below our shoulders, okay? Tummy's still tucked in, back's nice and straight to start with. We're going to take a breath in, we tuck the head in and push up through the top of the back, so stretching the back. And exhale as we come through, arching the back and looking forwards. Breathe in, push up. Keeping that tummy tucked in even as you breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe and out. One more. Good. From there, I want you to stretch back into child pose stretch. So pushing your bottom as far as you can onto your heels, and then stretching your arms out in front of you, and then putting your forehead onto the mat. If that's too tough, just open the legs a bit wider. It should help you come down a bit further. Really stretching the arms out. And we're just breathing in and breathing out. Good. And coming up. So the last exercise we're going to finish off with is just some press-ups. So real good exercise to do to work on the strength in your core and also your chest, upper body strength. So different variations. So we can do a Pilates one. So with the Pilates press up, you want to have your arms tucked in. So it works slightly more of the triceps. So I'll show you 3 different positions. Starting off with the easiest. So it's that box position. So you're going to have to bring your chest or your body a bit more forward to come down. So you're going to take a breath in and then exhale, push up. So this is the box position, so easier version if you find press-ups tricky. 3/4 position, just going to bring the knees back a bit further. And bring the hips down towards the floor. Arms are still tucked in. And then you're going to take a breath in as you come down. And then exhale, you're going to push up. Okay, so you can see my arms are staying tucked in, so they're nice and close together. So they'll be rubbing past your side of your body as you come down and then up. Okay, or you've got your full press up, so that's going onto your toes, straight. So making sure when the bum's not up in the air and it's not too far down. So we're nice and straight there. We take a breath in as we come down, and then same again, exhale, we push up. Okay, so you breathe in and breathe out. Okay, so there's the 3 different variations. So let's just do 5 of those, whichever variation you'd like to do, and then we'll finish. So take a breath in. Five. Once you finish, come down onto the knees, and we're going to stretch back into child pose stretch again. Good. Well done, everybody. So that's just a slight introduction into how I do some Pilates classes, how I do Pilates. Real good to keep the body mobile, flexible. Obviously, there's different exercises in there. I'm not expecting you to be able to do all of them. Obviously, it's hard when I can't see what you're doing. So if you think, oh no, that was a bit too tough, then don't worry. There are other alternatives that I could show you. But obviously, in a little session like this, and I can't see you, it's hard to go through it all in detail. But obviously, in my classes, I'll be able to show you alternative exercises to do. Yeah, if you got any comments or anything, then let me know. But other than that, I hope you saw just something slightly different rather than any of the other sort of up and down, jumping around. So a lot more control, a lot more thought into what you're doing with the exercises, making sure that you're doing it with correct form. Good. Right, I'll stop babbling on. Have a great day, and have some water, and yeah, I'll see you guys soon for another class in a couple of weeks. Take care for now. Bye bye.